I think it was a change from being in your body to living with it. Living as part of it. And I think that's what my change has been in the last few years, where I'm actually, at one point I had another sensitivity, which was drawing people to me that hated their bodies.
Right.
And I was constantly filled with emotion because I knew what it felt like to hate yourself.
So because you knew that place, you attracted people in that place that you could help out.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that people can be as efficient unless they've been there themselves.
There's definitely something to it, actually, emotionally feeling something yourself. I mean, when you feel that deep loathing, that what it does is from my point of view, feeling that maybe like as a man that had confusion around rage and control. I didn't know which one was more manly, whether it was the control of just keeping it all in at the time, or whether it was the manliness of I will smash everything up.
Yeah.
If you upset me, this place is a mess. And living with that, and then changing that round to being one of like, look at what your body is going through. When you're feeling that, when you're in that fight or flight mode constantly, what the hell is that doing to your...
Like the adrenaline pumping through.
And that's why over the last 10 years, the transition has been actually experiencing deep levels of fatigue where I train and I'd have to go to bed. I'd feel really depressed for a couple of days after training.
After training?
Yeah.
So it's like training hangover?
Yeah, it was, exactly that.
And also...
Except without even the high. And I wasn't particularly talkative with people around me.
What did you feed your body with? Because you overdid the food stuff as well, didn't you? Well,
I back in the day, I saw Rocky drinking raw eggs, and I thought, that seems like a good idea. Let's see how far I can push this. So I gradually crept from, what Rocky was having, a glassful, up to 20 eggs a day.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I was on my own for a reason back then, because I smelt fucking terrible. I'll tell you what.
You smelt funny?
Yeah, when I lived back with my mum and dad's house, I thought it was hilarious because there was this seat I used to sit in, and every day I would be like pumping my farts into the fabric of this seat, right? So this seat was full of my gas.
It must have been so flammable.
This seat was full of my gas. I never tried lighting it. This counsellor, this official guy, come round with his briefcase, and he sat down in this seat, and I purposely sat over the other side of the room because I wanted to see if I could get him sit in the seat. And he sat down, and this woof of gas must have come round him, consumed him, and the look on his face made my day, I tell you.
So, who is this counsellor? Like from the council?
I don't think he's around anymore.
What after you gassed him?
But that was the type of things that are highlights.
So 20 eggs a day.
Yeah.
What else did you eat, or did you starve at times?
Well, it was 6,000 calories a day.
What's the normal? What's suggested?
Well, I think typically you're looking at around 2,500 calories, 3,000 maybe if they're quite active around that. I mean, calories is another whole subject we could talk about, but. I mean, I was well and truly overloading the calories, and I went up to close to 16 stone, which at 5'5", going on 5'6", it's quite a lot of weight. And I had a big ass. I did have a big ass. I was going to say a big ass waist, but it was a big ass waist.
Because of the food, or because you kept putting weights on it or something?
Well, I went to another place back then, which was... I don't give a shit now what my body looks like. I just want to be as big and as imposing as possible.
Wow. So you decided to look like a beast?
Yeah, pretty
like
much.
Scary. You wanted to look scary.
Yeah, I think that's where it started to turn into self-abuse, which was, if I put it this way, it was the lack of self-love. It was the lack of self-appreciation and what my body was. My body was just a tool. Food was just a tool. And I don't actually know where I lived in terms of who I was then. It was just gym, eat, and, I don't know, sit about and contemplate how shit life was or something. I don't know, but it was just
that sounds
constant.
really, really full on.
Yeah.
That there was nothing apart from gym, eat, sleep, feel crap about yourself, gym, eat, sleep, debrief more crap, and carry on that way.